And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth,
whenever he spoke, come on,
all they burned that heard his voice.
come on,
Like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
come on.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men,
Come on.
out of number, from the four winds of the heavens, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it.
And did what?
And flew up upon it.
And did what?
And flew up upon it.
Hold that real quick. Let's go right back to Psalms 45, because we're breaking that down. So we dealt with the majesty, right? Remember that flew up upon it part, right? Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 45 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And in thy majesty, ride prosperously.
Do what?
Ride prosperously.
So that ride there is synonymous with what word in 2nd Ezra's? Flew. Flew. Watch this.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain.
So what is that going into? He graved himself a great mountain. What is a grave? A grave is a hole in the ground. That's what a grave is, right? A hole in the earth. So when it says grave, or the word grave is going into digging. So he digged himself an area. But let's see what happened, right?
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee.
So also what we're getting in this is the terribleness that we read about, right? Thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things, right? Go ahead.
For I will gather all nations
Uh-huh.
against Jerusalem to battle.
So that's what we're reading here in 2nd Ezra 13. All nations, remember, it was a great multitude gathered together to subdue the man that came from the sea, right? Go ahead.
And the city shall be taken,
Uh-huh.
and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity,
Uh-huh.
and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
Come on.
Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations.
Then the Lord is going to go forth. So what this is going into is the prophecy of what we're now seeing unfold over in the so-called Middle East. All right? They're not, we're going to get into it. I'm going to let the Bible speak, but what it's going into is we're now seeing the Israelis, the fake Jews, or the Jewish, the ishes, right? We're seeing them attack Gaza. We're seeing them attack Lebanon. We're seeing them attack really all the neighboring countries to establish the vision that they are the actual Jews, right? So what the scriptures are saying here is the prophecy that they're not going to succeed at that. They're not going to succeed at that. They are actually going to lose and go into captivity for a brief moment. And once that happens, the return of the Lord.